day 2, and it is currently not raining. It did rain last night, off and on. Actually, at 2 o'clock it was snowing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, like real light. It was snowing.
No, okay, there's my quarter. Here you go. This is in my pants pocket.
So yeah, we're up. I went and pulled the weather. The weather looks like it's gonna actually kind of cooperate. Won't be as bad as we thought. So we're gonna make breakfast and then figure out what we're gonna do. This trip I brought my solid fuel Esbit stove, and then I got these. It just burns these little solid fuel tubes. And I think I got this from Rocco. I think. Cause I don't think I bought those little round ones. The ones I had were these bigger square ones. So, boil that up, have some breakfast. I'm having breakfast skillet and some coffee, and I have my solo stove too because I was going to use that, but everything is wet. I put the solid fuel stove in my pack in the beginning of the winter as a backup, just in case I was out and whatever I had wasn't working. Good thing. We have made a semi-decision on what we're doing. We're going to stay here for the second night.
It's the only real mean decision we made.
Yeah, it's really the only decision we've made. But here's what we're looking at. The weather's supposed to hold off as far as rain. We might get a little bit of light rain and maybe some snow, but nothing like they were calling for. The red squirrel's going to watch everything for us. He's already agreed. But when we did Mount Joe yesterday, the ice was getting really unstable. And as we thought about it, if we pack down and we start hiking out to a camp, I really want to backpack, but if we get halfway out and we get to water crossing that the ice is too unstable to cross on, we're gonna have to turn around and come back anyway. We already have the lean-to rented for 2 nights, so we're gonna do that. And then this way, all we've got in our packs are basically our snowshoes, lunch, and some like rain gear, basically. But yeah, that way if we get out on a trail and wherever we want to get to we can't get to, we just turn around and take a different trail until we start running out of daylight and we gotta get back to camp. Then we head back and we don't have to worry about it. So one of the key factors in winter adventuring, especially in winters like this, you just got to roll with it. You just got to kind of go out and have multiple plans and just make the best out of what you can do, because the plans that you have planned don't always happen. Ooh, I gotta remember to tie my boots properly so I can do it once we get there. Only semi-tied. But the sky is showing a little bit of blue. Those clouds are cooking through here. And like I said, we might get a little weather, but I think we're gonna mostly be okay.
Well, like you said about that story with your brother, that's a really good cautionary tale for weather like this.
Yeah. So I think I've mentioned it before, but my brother Paul, him and his buddy used to come up here all the time. They go to the Catskills, they come to the Adirondacks, they go to the Greens, they go to the Whites Mountains, and they were on, I think they were in the Whites at the time, or they might have been up here in the Adirondacks, but they were up on the Rockbald. It was in the spring, and as they were standing there, it might have been like misting or raining lightly, and as they're standing there looking at their map, figuring out where they were going, his buddy just slid away. It just turned ice right under their feet. Then the dogs slid away, and my brother slid away, and one of them was able to use, I think, their trekking pole. They might have been carrying an ice axe, I don't remember, but they used something. They jammed it into a crack of the rock, caught themselves. I think it was his buddy, caught himself, caught the dog, and then caught my brother before they went over the edge. And he was always like, you always err on the side of caution when you're in like anywhere like that, the Catskills, Adirondacks, the Greens, or the Whites, anywhere like that, because the weather can change. And I mean, obviously we have ice. We know we have ice, and the ice is getting unstable. So I'm out here to enjoy it, not slide away. So that up there's Mount Joe. That's where we were yesterday. And it doesn't look like it's icy from here. Then you get up there and you see all the ice. So we're gonna go to the information center. We're gonna see if there's any, we've got a couple ideas. Make sure that the trail we want to go do is even accessible. They may have it closed for reasons. We did see like the Rock Garden Trail was closed yesterday. So we'll go see, and then we'll make our plan from there. We'll get some water, get rid of some garbage. And nice thing is from here, we don't have to take the car anywhere. We can just walk to the trail. So it's really nice. And that's where we stayed last year. We stayed right in that platform. Or, yeah, last year.
Yeah.
It's a new year now.
Just missing its canvas, that's all. Not right, man.
Dude, walking through a creek is not what you want to hear. No, we're on our way. We're heading up to Marcy Dam, and then we're going to head over to Avalanche Pass. So that's all open. We did speak to a ranger. Now, in the Adirondacks, actually in New York State, the rangers are very active. They do an awesome job. I don't think we've ever had a bad interaction with the ranger up here.
Oh yeah, I second that. Out of all the places I've been, outside of national parks, I feel like New York's rangers are like the second best right behind national park rangers.
Yeah, they're really good. So this guy, he stopped. You know, he's checking everybody as they're going in, and he's kind of scoping out what you got. And he's like, "Where are you going?" And he lets you know. Like, you tell him we're going up to Avalanche Pass, and he says, "All right, after about 2,500 feet of elevation, snowshoes are required out there, legally required." So he's like, "You got your snowshoes?" I'm like, "Yep, we're in our packs." So we'll have them on. So at least we didn't bring them for nothing. We'll head out there. We'll check it out. So I'm also, hopefully, unless the fog rolls in, I'm gonna get to see the vista.
This is a cross-country ski trail.
This is, oh my,
That's what that's supposed to be.
cross-country ski trail. Not so much right now. Yeah, so when we get to Marcy Dam, this is the trail that Dragon and I took in the summer up to Marcy Dam before Panda and the little one woke up, and it was all socked in with fog and I couldn't see anything. It was really cool looking, but I might get a chance to see that vista, or the view, so that we're not up on the vista, but see the surrounding mountains. So very cool. And it started to rain a little bit, like it started spitting right as we went in to sign the register, and it seems like it stopped. So that's what it looks like we're gonna get. I think the weather's gonna cooperate as best as it can, and I'll take it. It's not a constant rain. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'll take what we can, and thankfully the trail we're going on, most of it is a good forest cover. So even in a light rain, we probably won't even feel it. So the chances of us needing our rain gear should be very minimal unless it does become a heavy rain.
Yeah, we've got it with us. The other bonus is we are staying at the shelter, at the lean-to again tonight, and that gives us a nice dry spot. We've got firewood already, and we can always pick up more if we need to. And the washrooms here are lit, heated, and have showers and full bathrooms. They're really nice. So we've got spare clothes if we need to change into them. If we get wet, we're fine. We're in no danger. So this is a really good area to do stuff like this, especially when the weather could be questionable, because you can really change your plans and like work around the weather and still have a good time. This is a blast. I'd love to be backpacking right now, but you know, I'll take this. This is awesome.
Yeah, man, I agree. But at the same time, we're always really good at making the best of whatever situation we encounter. That's the key. You gotta have the right attitude.
Yeah, you can't get down about the weather. It happens every once in a while. There's been a couple times where, like when I was on the Thunder Swamp Trail at Christmas, and we didn't get snow, and we were supposed to, and it was just raining. When I woke up, I was a little bummed about that. But that's just more because there was no snow, and there's no way I could continue that. And that trail's still swamped. I've talked to people who've been out there since, and it's just everything's underwater still. All right, we're gonna make some miles here. We got about 10 miles for today. if we get everything done we want to do. So we'll be good. We have made up the Marcy Dam, and no ice on the bridge.
Yep. This is double layered though, so I'm not going to feel guilty about wearing my spikes on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can only, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Still try to be curious, but
yeah.
If it didn't have that double planking, I'd be more worried about damaging those.
Yeah. Just walk softly. And we're trying to, when we're crossing these wooden structures, trying to either, if we can, go around them if there's no ice on them, or walk on any ice we can find. A little different looking than it was back in August when we were out here out in the summer. So you can tell a lot of people have been spiking and snowshoeing across that. Alright.
So yeah, if we want to go that way back to the lodge instead of going to Avalanche Pass, it's 3.5 miles.
Yeah. Let's see if we go this way.
We're going to do this quicker than we think. When we want to go that way back to the lodge, we can always go that way.
Yeah. Yeah, we got options.
Make it like an 11-mile hike instead of a 10-mile hike.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. We got about 100 feet of elevation before we legally have to put on our snowshoes. We'll see how that slows us down in the conditions. It will, after a while, will start to tire your legs out more than you think. The extra weight.
Let's say we have options going on.
Yep.
And no hard set plan.
Yeah. Oh, you can kind of see. Get more of a view than I had last time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not as socked in as the last time.
No, last time was bad. Morning. All right, so it is socked in a little bit of snow, but we should be going in the left valley from what Dragon's saying. We got more of a view, definitely a breeze coming down out of there, and got another ranger here, and he just informed us that we can put on our snowshoes and be fine from here. So we got our spikes off, we'll get our shoes out, get geared up, and we'll keep going. Awesome. And that breeze feels a little chillier than it did a while ago.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna drop anything after we chill here just for a moment.
No.
Let myself cool down.
Yep. Gonna enjoy this, take a couple pictures, and then get our shoes on and head out.
Yeah.
All right, so a couple of key things. We got our snowshoes on.
Imagine that.
It's been so long. I had to remember how to put them on. Yeah, so we got up there to the Marcy Dam, and the ranger, like I said, you might as well just put them on now. You'll be fine to have them on. And I'm okay with that. It's the whole reason why we came out here, was the snowshoe. It's gonna take a while to get used to.
Forgot something very important.
Oh, see, mine don't have those.
Mine have since mine are designed that when they're stored, they strap like bottom to bottom.
Yeah.
I only have one though. I think I don't think I have two. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they don't grip as much when you got your cleats.
Yeah. Because
So-
I felt the one sort of slip a little bit. And I'm like, oh wait a minute.
That's not good. So
I mean, I
can't really show.
I still have side cleats too.
You can see on Dragons here where these have much beefier cleats than a pair of snowshoe or right. Yep. So Avalanche Camps, Avalanche Lake, 2.2 miles. There you go. They're very nice. Yeah, so some things you have to keep in mind when you're snowshoeing. You have to keep your feet a little further apart because the snowshoes want to clunk into each other. You can't make quick turnarounds because you will step on your snowshoes and fall down. At least with the ones like I got. The Dragon's got those DMSRs. They're like trail style, and you can get floaters for those. What I have, these are tubs, and these are meant for well, they're good up to mountaineering.
Oh yeah, off-roading.
Oh wait.
You gotta do it once.
Now I gotta get turned around. I'll go out this way. Playing in the snow. Oh no, I can't. I can't get out that way. So good way to show you. So to turn around, you gotta kind of pick up your feet and do like little turns to make sure there's nothing behind you grabbing your shoes. It's a little tricky, but it sure is fun. Okay, I get my hands on my poles and get a pace down with the snowshoes, and we'll be good. I got my snow baskets on and everything.
Yeah. And refill the Nalgene so that can start its treatment process.
Oh yeah, because you need the treatment process.
Yeah. So they'll always have like a nice rotation of water.
I would not recommend backwoods privies in the winter. They're icy and your butt gets numb. So now I think my pants are wet too. So we got, I don't know what this creek is. Gorgeous. Nice. So we think we're about a mile from Avalanche Pass where we're headed. Oh, that's really nice. I'm gonna take a picture of that too. We got a little bit of precipitation falling. Something feels like rain. And we talked to one person that said it was freezing rain up on the summits. But still, this is way better than we were expecting. I think we still made the right choice by doing what we did, but the weather's way better than we were expecting for today. Somebody had some fun. There are a bunch of lean-tos up here too. A lot of camping, a lot of campsites, a lot of lean-tos. And we're heading that way. Ski trail to Avalanche Lake. Feldspar lean-to. Oh yeah. What was that? We're 2.1?
Yeah.
So we're 1.1 from Marcy Dam now. So we're a mile from Avalanche.
Cool.
Cool.
So a mile. Oh, I don't know. I think that's just to the lake. I don't think that's counting like going across the lake.
Yeah. No, but I mean, to get up there.
Yeah.
And once you get up there, I usually consider that, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Now we just explore.
The cool thing is I think this end of the lake has all the really like cool scenic aspect of it. I mean, the whole thing's beautiful, but
Yeah. So what that ranger said, that this is, there's just an opening in that tree. It's really pretty. How am I looking? So the ranger said that this is probably what the most scenic spot they have in this area.
Yeah.
Like that's not a peak. So really cool. But all right, we're gonna keep going and try to beat the rain. So we got our first real climb with the snowshoes on, and probably I'll see on Dragons. So you can see right here, there's that little peg sticking out, little bar. So some snowshoe manufacturers put those on as like heel lifts for when you're climbing. Oh, that rain's picking up.
Yep.
And so we figured we try them come up this. I haven't used them in a while. They use completely different muscles. But the other thing, so we came up and there's a trail off to the left, or the camera's right, and then this trail here, and then the stairs. Looks like people use that side with cross-country skis. So, and this side's more for snowshoes. As a rule, you try not to snowshoe in the cross-country ski path. Sometimes you don't have a choice, but
here we clearly had an option.
Yeah, there's definitely an option here. It's courtesy to the other users, and they don't have to try to break the trail again. And some spots you don't. Like, I mean, they could go down that. They really wanted to. It'd be
if
fun.
they had short skis.
Yeah.
But cross-country skis usually aren't
I've got
short.
signal. But
yeah, taking
so,
a quick look at the trail, you can clearly see that a lot of snowshoes have made that path.
Yeah. So we got down, and I was looking. I was like, and I saw that. Oh, okay, we can use that. But all right, hood up, rain down. We are approaching Avalanche Pass, and the Avalanche Pass slide. I need lunch. Avalanche Pass slide. Hazardous conditions: skiing, snowshoeing, or other activities are prohibited on the slide. Now, no, we're not going to be on the slide. But this morning, it did kind of. I was thinking, it's got to have the name Avalanche Pass for a reason.
Oh yeah.
So we just got to keep our ears open for anything that sounds like it's shifting, so we don't get buried in snow. I mean, there's not a lot of snow, but even this snow's really wet and it's raining, so it would be heavy.
I mean, even a little bit of snow falling from a couple hundred feet, that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna hurt a lot. So.
And how warm it's been.
Yeah. Mine's out. What's the current temperature?
We are now. We're hovering right around 40. It said 39, but then it said 40. So we're right around 40.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have been climbing. We're at I don't know what our elevation is right now, but we're up probably 2,800 or 2,900 feet, I'd guess, at least. All right. Let's see. What is the elevation? Our elevation. Just curious, because we will lose some. Oh yeah, 3,000 feet. So we're at 3,000 feet, and yeah, so it's gonna be a little cooler, but we could feel it getting colder as we're coming up. I wish it would drop a little bit more so this rain would turn into snow or at least sleet. But it is what it is. It started raining pretty good. Dragon's like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going? You want to turn around? No, we're going. I'm not stopping. Oh, yep. So
you always have to ask when you're hiking with other people, though.
Yeah. So these poles, I'm guessing, are used to test for. I guess we're gonna come to a spot where there's a ledge. Yeah. And they test it to make sure snow doesn't fall, I'm guessing. Or they may use it for snow markers. But considering we're at a spot called Avalanche, I'm guessing they may be some kind of avalanche tool. Yeah, there's already been... Dragon went through once, and a group of guys that we just passed, they went through once. So the snow and the ice and this monorail is starting to deteriorate. And we're still fine. We got no, I think we really have a problem, but I think we're here at the right time, unless we get some more winter weather.
I'm curious how soft in the lake's gonna be.
But there's a lot of fog right there. That's the direction of the lake, right?
Yep. Yeah, we should soon get our first sight of it.
Nice. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's cool.
I believe that's what they call the slide.
That's the slide. Makes sense. Check this out. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, so cool. This is awesome. Lots of ice flow. Oh yes, that was definitely the slide we just passed. Here's another sign for the slide. So yeah, that was definitely the slide. And Dragon says, now he's been up there before, so we should start getting our first glimpses of the lake pretty soon. It's awesome. Oh wow, check that out. I was thinking, yeah, faucet got left on. Give you a little bit of an idea. Yeah, size of it. Can you see? Here you go.
Awesome.
It's a big icicle. You don't want that to fall on you.
Definitely like a little reminder of how tricky winter hiking can be with warm temps.
I am so ready for lunch though. I'm starving. Oh, here comes some more. Oh, this ice is like, it's like rusted from the minerals and stuff.
Summertime, it's very muddy walking through the low sections.
Yeah.
Super ferns everywhere. Just the greenery was awesome.
You know, I don't even mind the rain coming through this. The fog kind of gives the snow and the fog and the color in the ice. I mean, I would not want to be here when this ice starts breaking off these rocks, but
Oh, it's awesome.
see this side over here. We were just joking, it looks like Stone Mountain.
Hey, remember how the ranger said this side was nice and firm?
Yeah.
That's changed quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rangers like must have thought we were crazy or stupid or something. It's like, oh, the ice is pretty firm. So you get to the far end. Nope, not anymore. It's not. It might be firmer underneath that, but it's very
It's questionable.
very water. Yeah, I wouldn't walk in that.
Yeah, no thank you.
I don't know if the GoPro's picking up the fog cruising through there. Alright, I'm having lunch. See if we can find a spot. Put my sit pad down. Alright, lunch is over. And I tried to get this really cool snowshoe shot. And I stuck my snowshoes here. I tried to walk out behind it and I went right in, right almost up to right up to my crotch. And then I went to sit down over here and I went in. I've taken my snowshoes off, I just post hold. So we're gonna go hike a little further along the lake here and see, because there's some spots where there's like ladders and stairs and stuff like that. So we don't know how far we're gonna be able to make it with the snowshoes and how icy it is and all that. But we'll go a little further. We'll check it out. This is gorgeous. Does it look snowshoeable? We got a ladder. Ooh, all right. I will need to put the camera away. All right, so Dragon went up the ladder, and the way his snowshoes are designed, he could get his toes in those rungs and climb up, and he went up pretty easy. Mine don't pivot in the same spot as his. I could not do that, so I was taking my snowshoes off. I was getting ready to chuck them up the ladder. Then we hear people come walking just across the ice. So they stopped and they're like, hey, how's the ice? I'm like, oh, your feet might get wet, you'll be fine. So that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna walk along the lake. And here's some cool boardwalks up there that we're missing, but that's just another chance to come out and do this in the summer. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing being in this this pass here keeps it a little bit colder, helps it stay frozen.
It was just nice hearing from someone else that it was safe.
Yeah. Well, when I saw him come around, there was like 6 of them. I was like, oh, that's gotta be 2 of us will make it. Check that out up there. Hey, check that up there. Dragon. Another ice flow in the crack. That's awesome. And there's water running through there too.
There's the boardwalk. One of the boardwalks that's nailed into the cliff.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, check that out. Now this wasn't frozen. You go up that ladder, which doesn't look bad. I mean, as far as ladders go, that one's pretty decent. But just walk right up to it. Temperature's definitely dropping. It was 38. We were gearing back up, and the wind's picking up.
One thing you can't tell because of the ice under that bridge.
Yeah,
it's deep. It's deep.
So Dragon's got pictures of this from when him and Panda came out for, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2022.
2022. So yeah, 2 years ago. But they came out in the summer, and he's showing these pictures, and he shows this, and it's just like, this is pretty unique, just having boardwalks. I'm not gonna walk up there because I got my snowshoes, but this is a small one. Whoa, towed in there. That's pretty cool.
And taking my snowshoes off.
Yeah. So we're just standing. I'm gonna try not to do the same thing twice. So I took my picture of my snowshoes before, and Dragon said he wanted to get his picture of snowshoes as we were leaving. So we get to this point, I'm like, you want to get your picture? He's like, nah, I don't want to take them off. So I just go, well, just lay down and stick them up, right? Like this. But not thinking, I put my foot way too far out, and I'm not going to do, well, it got up like that, and here I go again. Like, I couldn't correct it. And I started to lose my balance. And here's the thing with snowshoes. If you start to go over, just go over. So I just lay down. I was like, and put my feet sack here, okay, whack, hit me right in the face. And I couldn't get up. My shoes are like sliding on the edge. I couldn't get a grip. I finally got up, but you can see my kind of imprint right there.
And don't worry, I got a picture of that for Kurt to share.
Yeah, I'll put that up. This is why snowshoeing is fun. Like in the winter, I run down mountains. Oh, we were running on snowshoes before. This is fun. You fall, you fall. I mean, it's part of the fun. You don't want to do that when it's rocky. You might as well do it when there's snow. But at least the rain has let up and the snow has let up for weeks. But yeah, we're done here at Avalanche Lake, and we're gonna start heading back. We do have a daylight issue now because we took a lot of breaks coming up. I took a lot of breaks coming up the hill because I'm wearing my rain suit. I thought I brought my kilt, and I didn't. I grabbed my rain pants, so I was overheating quite badly. So I kept stopping to cool off. I'm cool off now though. So we got a little bit of climb and then a lot of downhill.
Well, I'll gladly hike in some dark for the amount of fun that we've had. So
oh yeah,
it's a good trade-off.
Yeah. I think I got my headlamp. Yeah, it's in there. I got my headlamp. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I brought it, but all we gotta do is get low enough. I mean, it's with all the snow and ice, it's gonna stay kind of light on the trail for till probably about 6 or so.
Yeah.
But we're good. We got plenty of time. It's only a little after 2, right? 2:30, something like that.
Yeah, and after we get out of this climb going up,
yeah,
it's mostly downhill after that.
Downhill. And then once we get down to Marcy Dam, we can swap out for our spikes and just cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, that last mile out will be easy.
Yeah. Well, I won't say easy. It will be different. That's what I'm gonna say. It's like different.
We're not sure how today's weather could have affected that condition.
It could be sunny down there for right now, for all we know.
Yeah, who knows?
Once you get into the mountains here, you're in the high peaks. You never know what the weather, because you couldn't see that peak out there when we got here, or when we were down there looking at the bridges, and then we turned around, and there's been ice falling off this. Heard a loud pop on the ice before I saw a couple pieces, but we were looking this way, and I turned around, looked, and I could see the peak. All right, before we get covered by an avalanche, ooh, that piece right there, that little group of trees right below it, is that a seam in the rock, or is that peeling away from the rock?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been fun. That's the whole point of these things. All right, so we ran down Mosa, not really run, what Rocco and I call duck walking. So you kind of bend your knees, keep your core steady, like stable, and then you just really quickly just kind of jog.
It's almost like half skiing.
Yeah, it's like half skiing because you're catching your heels first, so you're kind of sliding in your step, and it's fun. It's like I like running down mountains in the winter. And with snowshoes, it just adds a little bit extra. But you got to make sure you got wide enough trail for your shoes, because there's a couple spots where I forgot there was like a board crossing. I had to quick slow down.
We did a snowshoeing mile in less than a half hour.
Yes. Yeah, so we made it back from the lake in 28 minutes. It took us, what, an hour and a half to get up there?
Yeah. I mean, granted, it was mostly downhill coming this way.
Yeah.
But still.
It was fun, though.
Yeah.
So I want to give them a little bit of head start, or we're going to pass them.
Yeah. I'm okay if we pass them.
Just go run past them. All right, see you later, bye.
I just don't want to pass them right away, so I want to give them a head start.
Yeah.
Be courteous before we pass them. But yeah, we've just talked to a nice couple. They went up to Mount Colden. I've never been to that peak, but they said it was nice, but it was socked in, which with what we saw at the lake, I'm not surprised it was socked in.
Yeah.
This is the kind of weather where you have to catch the peak at the right moment, or sit and wait and hope that it is gonna give you a break. But
yeah, it's another one of those things where you're at the mercy of the weather. Yeah, we really only have a little over a mile left of actual snowshoeing.
Yeah.
Because once you get below Marcy Dam, these are not going to, they have to come off. There's nothing down there. It's just rocks, and who knows how warm it is down there. It's been above freezing all day, so it's going to be worse than it was when we came in.
Well, yeah, you
Spike's got to come
that,
off.
and like you figure the closer we get back to the trailhead, it will probably be a little bit warmer than what it is back here.
Yeah.
Less snow cover, holding the cold.
Yep. More people, because that's the main entrance. So anybody who's back here doing anything today has used that section of trail.
Yeah.
So, all right, I guess it's time to keep going. We are back to camp, and everything survived the wind and the rain. There's like very little ice left in camp, but you can probably hear that wind. So tonight I'm going to put my underquilt cover on to help protect against the wind. I did notice it last night. I didn't have it on, but it was so warm. So warm, it didn't matter. It actually felt good when the heat got sucked off a little bit. So I'm going to put this on, and we're going to have dinner, then have a fire, just chill out. Well, almost made it the whole day without the battery dying. Just died as I did start my clothes. It's just before 10 p.m. and it's time to get in the hammocks. It's been a good day, a lot of fun. It was an awesome hike. Avalanche Lake was really cool. Getting the snowshoes out was awesome. So tonight I'm gonna leave the bug net closed just to help with the wind that you can probably hear whipping around outside. I've got my quilt protector on. That'll help with a little bit of wind. And the temperature's supposed to slowly drop overnight, so I put on my base layer pants. But I don't think that's really going to be an issue. It's only supposed to get down to like the high 20s. So we'll see. But last night here in the Adirondacks, and we head home tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun. Not the adventure that we expected to have, but a fun adventure nonetheless. So I'm going to climb in the hammock and pass out because I'm exhausted. See you in the next.